Welcome to BizJet TV. My name is Fabrizio and today we're going to be talking about the Aerion Supersonic project ends. Yes, that's the end of this supersonic private jet, even before a prototype has been built. Very interesting. You'll hear all about the project and how developed it already was and well funded, and then we'll be talking about the future and why this has happened and the future of air travel as far as supersonic, hypersonic, and beyond goes. So that's what we're going to be talking about here on this episode of BizJet TV. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up and comment below. We love to hear your comments on the videos and also your recommendations for future videos. That's great. So let's get straight into the Aerion Supersonic project ends. Off we go. So interesting news as Aerion decide to shut their project down of the development of the Aerion AS2 supersonic private jet. This project has been ongoing since 2003 when the company first started, and just recently, over 6 months ago, they started breaking ground on a $300 million facility over 2 million square feet over in Melbourne, Florida, that's where they were going to build the prototype, and they're going to also build the actual airplane. So they decided to shut this project down. The project was well funded. I mean, they had, in total about $11.2 billion of backlog for this AS2 aeroplane. They also kind of teased the market a few months ago saying they were going to develop the AS3, which is going to be close to hypersonic speed. So it looked like, they had things organized. They were going to roll out the first prototype in 2023. And it certainly looked like that finally, this company were managing to produce an airplane. They had, orders from NetJets, also from FlexJet for quite a number of aircraft. So, you add all those things together, you say, well, this is actually going somewhere. If you haven't seen my video on the Aerion AS2, you can click on the link above, which will take you to that video. But, is there a market for these supersonic aircraft? I think there is a market, probably 300 to 400 of these. But 300 to 400 means there's enough space there for probably one, maybe two companies. And who's going to win this race? And I've said this a number of times. The one that's going to win the race is the one that gets the airplane on the market first. So that's really, really important. Now, Boom Aerospace is another company that's developing this. But, Boom Aerospace have actually rolled out their first prototype, which is going to actually start flying this year. And that's based in Denver. And they've got, backing from people like Richard Branson. Japan Airlines have ordered it. This is actually an airliner, which carries, I think, 54 people. You can click on the link above to see that video on Boom Aerospace. And it's quite easy then to take this and develop into a VIP aircraft, a private jet, basically. But this is going to be flying at Mach 2.2, so faster, which to me makes sense. So that's what Boom Aerospace are doing. I think that project will continue. They've got the prototype. They'll start flying this thing. Hopefully everything will go well. And this thing will be certified and out there in the next 4 to 5 years, which would be interesting to see. There's a few other projects out there like Spike Aerospace and a few others that are working on both supersonic and hypersonic. But the one really to watch is Elon Musk. And if you haven't watched the video on the business rocket, you can click on the link above where I interview the founder of the Mars Society, and he's talking about Elon Musk's plans to fly people on a rocket from anywhere to anywhere in less than an hour on the Earth. So everyone's thinking Elon Musk is taking people to the moon and to Mars, but actually these rockets are going to be used also to transport people, or first cargo and then people within Earth. If you haven't read Ben Bova's science fiction novels about the moon, they actually talk about this future, and they talk about these rockets flying people from anywhere to anywhere in less than an hour. So this is, Ben Bova, the science fiction writer, actually came up with this concept, and Elon Musk, is a great lover of science fiction, and I honestly don't see why not. Both, Elon Musk's SpaceX rockets and also the ones over Blue Origin, which is financed by Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. I can see certainly these rockets flying people from A to B, very, very quickly. I mean, talking, New York, Shanghai in 35 minutes. This kind of thing. So, if the rockets start flying cargo and then people, and this could happen inside the next 4 to 5 years, is there going to be space for these supersonic or hypersonic private jets? And I don't know if this is something that's played into the failure of Aerion Aerospace. or not, but you know, I'd like to hear your comments on this. Let's get a conversation going below here in the commentary. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't done so already, and yeah, and if you haven't subscribed to BizJet TV, I encourage you to subscribe to BizJet TV, and love to hear your comments and recommendations for future videos. And that's all from Fabrizio on BizJet TV, and I'll see you on the next one.